Hey there YouTube, I'm Yukitsu, this is the Yukitsu Times, welcome to my channel, welcome to a little bit of Surviving Mars. So we're into a new phase of the game, and I've skipped ahead a little bit, but I'm in the middle of the process of the next part of the game, and that is filling in our factories. Now, factories require a ridiculous number of people to work in them, and more so, they need qualified people if you really want to get the most out of them. You can see that ours, like, we've got a second slot here now with our electronics factory, and it's, like, barely producing anything, 1.3 production per soul, because we don't have enough people in it. We've got a bunch of people in our Martian University, and broadly speaking, we just don't have enough people to fill in all of these jobs that we need filled in our colony. So what we're looking to do is increase our population to the point where we're capable of readily and easily getting all of our factories up and running completely. So the last episode was about building those things and discovering those things. That's completely useless without the people working in them to make it so that they're fully functional. You can see that we're actually sending in another set of colonists, and we're constantly sending colonists that are increasingly becoming more and more flawed. We're at the point where it actually makes sense for me to build the sanatorium, so we're going to go ahead and drop that in the middle of this colony here. We've built a third dome here, and this is just going to house more and more people. We're going to have the ability to build another little thing out this way maybe, or maybe out this way, I'm not really sure which. Build another little thing. We also have a farm here. The reason that we've got farms is because we've got a tech here. This one's not a breakthrough tech or anything, but bioengineering increase the comfort of all residents in the domes if there's a farm. So that's a really, really powerful ability. If you happen to just have a residential area, you just pop in a farm, and it makes everyone a little bit happier. Factory AI available, dome bioscaping, residences and domes have improved comfort. That's not really that important for us right now, but yeah, we are going to need some other stuff. We've also learned how to build medium domes, which is really, really good. So lots of things going on at this point in time. Still continuing to find lots of little bits and bobs all over the place. I don't think I've got the ability to shut that off. I'm gonna close that though. Okay, so never mind. Let's turn that back on. Okay, so I'm gonna be depleting from that. So yeah, I need to add in. This is why you have goddamn pipe valves everywhere. Anyway, valves there, valve here, here. Can't do that until that fixes. God damn it. But yeah, like I'm depleting my reserves at this point in time, which is, you know, it's nice that I'm not attached to a mine or anything like that, or a water mine or a water well or whatever. Spring, I guess, is what you would say. It's probably that this pipe is just a little bit too close to the extractor and it's getting dirty really quickly. But whatever. Nope. Got a group of colonists ready to land again. Drop them off. Let's drop them off up here. Probably trickle it into that building over there. Let's go ahead and drop in another pipe valve. Of course, with the sanatorium being built as well, it's going to take a while, but that's all fine. Not 100% sure which of the things is the thing I need to fix first. Gambler, sexy celebrity. Alright, so yeah, like, I'll probably... Ooh, celebrity, actually, that's really nice. The thing I'll probably do first is try and get rid of Gambler, since I did just bring in a wave of them. And it's a pretty big problem by contrast to some of the other ones. I might get rid of Glutton as well if I can. I can't remember if that's one that you're allowed to get rid of. But, yeah, just having this active is going to help us out a bit. And since it's accessible to both of my residential domes, really, goddammit. Okay, close that. Close that.
Funding received.
Okay, so yeah, we'll see what we're allowed to fix there, but realistically speaking, we're more worried about getting these people trained up here, and more people sort of living in these apartments and stuff like that, working in all these millions of jobs that I've got available. So
Sector scan.
I might be able to do a second shift of the Martian University now, but alright, more of that. That's also really good. Martian-born adaptability. We're going to be getting through our stuff a little bit faster there. Let's go ahead and grab a gene adaptation that's actually quite strong. Getting the Martian Institute of Science, it's not really going to be too useful just yet, but we might put that down into this place instead of a regular research spot, so find out if that's going to be useful or not for us right away. Alright, more meteors. I probably do want to send in a shipment of just probes again, but you'll eventually uncover the entire map using the strategy that we're doing here. Alright, so Sanatorium Spire. You can get rid of Gambler, Alcoholic, and Glutton. Are you guys... Replace Sanatorium. I think what they're doing is getting rid of their flaws right now rather than actually... Yeah, so... this is perfectly fine. Do I want to get rid of Glutton right now, though, as much? I probably actually want to get rid of Melancholic. So these are the ones that you can get rid of. You can get rid of Alcoholic, Gambler, Glutton, Lazy, Chronic Condition, Melancholic, and Coward. I think we're going to get rid of Melancholic rather than Alcoholic since we didn't bring in... Or rather than Glutton, but yeah, unfortunately it does mean that they're working there rather than at something useful, but it's still fine. Okay, so these people... Hoping that these people get this done pretty quickly, but I somehow don't think they're going to. Still looks like we're doing okay on food, 101 out of 108. And we've also got this thing over here.
The mission is behind us. We would argue it's a good time to start focusing on our mission evaluation.
Okay, so 26 out of 40 techs. We're doing okay, actually. Still have plenty of time to get there. Would be a good idea for me to start going for sort of cheaper ones, but it's probably okay. The way that we're probably going to have to do the last sprint is through, like, outsourcing, but we're okay for now, I think. Alright. So, our population at this point in time, probably actually high enough, in all honesty. I've been sort of pounding away at just sending in colonist after colonist after colonist as fast as possible. And now that we can sort of cure them of their sort of problems, that's going to help us out in a really great way to make sure that our colony stays on the right track there rather than turning into a crazy den of psychos. Which really does help, making sure that you're not surrounded by too many people who have really crippling flaws, because they can actually get in the way in a big way. The worst one, of course, is idiots, but I'm not entirely sure how to get rid of that, but I'm pretty sure you can. I'm not sure that you can, I mean. I know there's a breakthrough tech that sort of does, but it's not exactly easily accessible. Let's get a dumping site over here. There we go. Yeah, so decreasing, we're actually using up more water than we've actually got producing. Okay, and I'm also using more electricity than I'm producing. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab another Stirling generator. Let's just put it there. I'm gonna have to send in a cargo rocket probably. Got 1.3 billion. I think I'll wait till this one gets I might send this thing out. Wait till it gets 15, send it, and then we'll bring back as much stuff as we can. Yeah, because we're almost out of electronics. Actually, we better send this now. But, I guess it's just when we're working the farms that we require more water, it looks like, because we're actually back on track for that right now. These are slowly filling back up again. Interesting. So I'm not sure which building it is that's consuming extra water, but there is one that seems to be doing it. And we're down to 2 electronic parts. So I think what we're going to have to do is just up-prioritize this, make sure this building gets filled in as much as possible. If we can get that up to 4 per day produced, that would be great, but I somehow don't think we're going to be able to. We have like 100 billion engineers we need to hire, which is not good, but let's get this thing opened up here. And we now have power surplus, which I sort of knew was going to happen during the night when all the factories closed down. But the question is, are we still going to have power surplus in the day once we were out of that? Ooh, and our polymers is critically low too. So let's hope we survive to our rocket getting back to Earth and then getting back to getting back. Which buildings are not working? Why are you not working? Oh,
Sector
okay,
scan.
well that's fine. I don't need machine parts that badly right now. Anyway, you get out to here, I think. 50% on
Meteor
that.
shower incoming.
Oh, and now we've got a meteor shower. If things couldn't have gotten worse. Alright, so we have to hope that our production of machine parts holds. That's really the important thing here. Still haven't gotten any graduates from here. Fan-bloody-tastic. So hopefully we'll survive long enough to get through this meteor shower. That would be lovely. Got one person working there. You know what? That's fine. But yeah, I think that this is going to, broadly speaking, be just okay. I think we can open up these pipe valves as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright. Don't have the missile defense system yet. I did not run into that tech just through chance. That's sort of how you get it. Hopefully this one won't land on us. Like I've said, usually the second one also doesn't land on us, although I have had it happen. Which is always unpleasant when it does. But, oh, looks like we got our first wave of people out of there. So yes, lifetime graduates was 5.
Resources are low.
Low on machine parts all of a sudden. Ah, shit.
Funding received.
There we go. Got the money. Alright. So let's send that cargo rocket. We're going to need to send in like 15, 20. We're going to try and send 20 of each of these if we can. And then a bunch of orbital probes. Alright, launch that. Fast as we can get it here. That's going to be important. Down to 0 electronics again. Oh boy. Yeah, so this could be really bad for us. This is the thing that we're worried about, is running out of these little bits of resources while we're still getting all this set up here. It is nice that we're getting these people graduating out here. Positronic brain. What was that one again? Biorobots. That's interesting. That's new, actually. It's sort of the opposite of clones. I think this is actually a new breakthrough that was added in the recent patch that I have not run into. Like I've said, I think I've mentioned this before, but the breakthroughs are randomized, so they're going to be different from game to game. Which is, I think, annoying, personally. I think that you should be able to choose which breakthroughs are going to be available, even if you can't choose when you get them necessarily. Oh, looks like we're in the meteor shower. Looks like it's up there, so that's fine. Hopefully we'll get some science. But yeah, like I'm saying, I think you should be allowed to choose which ones are going to be in your game, just so that if you want to do a city building exercise or whatever, you don't have to have it sort of screwed over by that kind of situation there. Alright, we're producing 4.4 of these things per day, although now it's deteriorated and now we can't work it because it still actually does run while it still needs to be repaired, but we've still got a day or two before this thing lands, which is not great.
Anomaly.
So yeah, we're gonna need to have this fixed pretty quickly here. We got one machine part? Yeah. Like the 3 machine parts required to fix these damn things is ridiculous. Okay, we got 1 stored electronics in there now. Yeah, we're just gonna have to hope the shuttle gets in here. There's no way that I'm self-sufficient on that right yet. You need to build up a bit of a buffer as well, just in general here. Should be... I think this will break down before we get there, but it shouldn't be too big a deal. We should be able to get back before it really hits us. Polymers are still doing fine. Actually, that's okay. This thing also needs to be repaired. All of our science buildings need to be repaired, which is gross. Yeah, we gotten to the point where they're not working anymore. Fan-bloody-tastic. Fortunately, they're not ones, like, they're important buildings, but they're not ones where your entire colony just gets entirely screwed by them being the way they are, so... It's probably that gamer thing, like, people buying video games is ruining our entire economy. Alright, let's go ahead and start scanning stuff. Deep scanned already.
Anomaly found.
Ooh, nice.
Sector scanned.
Okay, let's start scanning stuff that's, again, close by here. so it looks like we've used them all up already. That's fine. Okay, check out this thing here. Probably need to build more drones pretty soon, but you know what? That's
Anomaly
fine.
found.
Oh, alright, interesting. Yeah, I need to keep buying those drones there. And you... Alright, we should be okay for the time being now. Wonder if I can get another wave of passengers here. I can. And I think I will. Same flaws as last time, but still okay, really. As more and more engineers get put into this building, we're going to be more and more efficient. But in any event, looks like my computer is struggling a little bit, so I think we're going to call it an episode here. But yeah, like things are progressing as they're supposed to be. We're getting to that point where our colony is producing everything it needs as it should be. So hopefully we'll be able to survive this little hump that we got here. And hopefully we'll be able to also increase the rate at which we're getting techs. We're not getting them necessarily that super fast. We are starting to see more people being born in our colonies, which is pretty good. But yeah, I mean, this is just sort of the way things go for this the time being this game. Hope you found this episode enjoyable, and of course, as always, hope to see you guys all next time.